Today we're going to finish up the frame bracing kit on this 1971 Cutlass. Starting up where we left off last time, we are getting the drivetrain in so we can mock it up. We are doing this because the trans mount of this bracing kit actually bolts to the bracing kit itself. So drivetrain geometry usually has your motor and transmission sitting back at a 3-degree angle. So that is exactly what we're doing. So we have to get the motor bolted up to the motor mounts, and then we're going to lower the transmission until we have a 3-degree angle on our output shaft. We're using that jack stand just to hold the trans at that perfect angle, and then we're going to bolt up that trans cross member. So now zooming out on the bracing kit, you can see these two flat pieces of metal that come out that the bars go through. Those are what the trans cross member is going to bolt to. So this is exactly why we have to mock up the drivetrain. Now jumping back underneath the car, you can see how good this bracing kit looks. I absolutely love this. I've seen tons of pictures of these bracing kits online and they look really nice. So now the next step is actually cleaning and prepping everything for weld. I'm going to get everything tacked into place first, and then I'm going to lift the body back up off the frame. Once it's off the frame, I'll be able to get to all the sides of the bracing kit and final weld everything into place. And like I said earlier, this kit is definitely not for beginners. There is tons of geometry that we had to figure out. There are a couple tabs that actually tie the body into the chassis. One of them is that tab that I'm fitting up right there. And you just have to make sure everything fits nicely. So there's tons of trimming, tons of measuring, tons of mock-up. But after about a day of mocking up, we were finally ready to get everything tacked into place. I had to get the two mounts up front screwed into place. That way everything was going to be right where it was, and then I could start tacking it. I had my dad come out and hold a couple things, and I tried not to catch him on fire. But after he held those couple pieces, I was able to really do the rest by myself. This took me about 2 hours to make sure everything was perfect and get everything tacked into place. Now, when doing a lot of welding, we're going to be doing some hot welding once we take the body off the frame, and we don't want anything to move. So we want to make sure everything is tacked in multiple spots so that it doesn't move with the heat. The part that I had to do for mock-up was actually pull off these bars on the rear. I welded them off of the car just because you can't get at them, the frame is in the way. Before I final weld anything, I like to grab some practice pieces, that way I make sure that the bead lays out nice. After that, I tack both those rear bars into place, but you'll have to wait for the next one when we final weld this bracing kit.